talking about your big-titted aunt. Your big-titty aunt.
That is great. That's great that you are so out of touch. What about me being 99% great and 1% evil? Okay?
Put the mic in your face, you
I just don't get this part anymore.
We're going.
Yeah.
It's time for the pod.
Yeah.
It's 3:30. We're supposed to start, right? So what time is it now?
Supposed to start at 4.
Okay, but what time is it?
Yourself.
I'm just saying, what time is it?
It's 5:11.
Don't make me check my own devices.
It's 5:11.
5:11.
Yeah.
Because we're never satisfied.
No, because you're never satisfied.
I change things around. I've been watching the old. Am I supposed to be looking at that camera? Hi.
No, motherfucker. That's the entire point of this setup.
Oh, but I thought the other.
Supposed to be locked in, remember?
Oh, okay.
So we don't look at it.
Yeah, but I thought the camera was supposed to be right on me.
No, the camera is on you. It's looking at you. Looks
Okay.
good.
All right. As long as the angle's good.
The angle's good.
No, my whole thing was, I know it always takes longer than
Yeah.
we are expecting it to take because we're perfectionists,
Okay, we'll go with that.
right? And we're trying to get this pod off the ground,
Yeah.
right? Episode 97, something like that.
We're 71.
71,
71.
right? Feels like 97
Feels like 97.
because of the holidays and the
Yeah.
days I was sick.
Yeah.
How many days after COVID, is it COVID?
COVID.
Should you throw away your toothbrush?
I'd say like right after.
Right after it?
I'd say during COVID. Yeah.
During COVID?
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you keep the toothbrush because you're like,
It's funny that you got COVID, but you refuse to get tested. I like that.
I didn't refuse. It's a process. You got to
Yeah, you
actually
refused.
drive. No, you have to drive. What is it, a law?
No, but it's funny.
If they would have came to the house and said
Who is coming to the house?
the COVID testers, if they would have came, I would have said, man, I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I know I have it.
Had it.
Had.
You have it?
No, I mean, I had it. Don't freak out.
I'm a little freaked out. I heard you peeing earlier, and it sounds like you still got it.
That was pre-COVID too. There's something in the prostate, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not a biologist.
I don't even think that falls under
So
biology. I'm gonna be real with you.
I'm just saying, like, even if you ask someone who knows about the systems,
Yeah.
it's like a balloon, I guess. It gets big and then it pushes up against the hose, and then when it comes out of the main
Spurts out.
spurter,
Yeah.
it's not spurting. It's more like a drip.
Yeah, that's fair.
But that was pretty good. By the
That's
way,
pretty good.
because I had an audience, I knew you guys could hear. Like when I know there's an audience listening to me going to the bathroom, which I was like, they're keyed in on it. So I was I hurt myself pushing it.
I could tell. Yeah.
I did. I heard underneath.
Yeah.
I pulled something.
A little bit of sweat on your forehead when you came out.
Yeah. And I'll do that when I'm in, a public bathroom. In a public bathroom, I prepare myself before I go to the bathroom. Like I'm not gonna go unless I'm ready.
Unless do you grab an audience to follow you in?
No, but I'm saying in case there's a group in there, like sometimes guys will stand behind you waiting for the urinal. That's the worst for me.
That's uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they have a gun to your back. I always wanted a mirror up here so you can see the person's face. I think it's protection.
No,
you don't know.
You want to see the face of
Especially at
judgment.
like LaGuardia or something. I want a mirror in those airport bathrooms. I want, why is the urinal, why do I got to face a wall when I'm pissing?
What would you rather face? The
Well,
door?
some bathrooms, I believe it's mostly West Coast.
Yeah.
But they have like a ledge where and I'm too short to see over the ledge. But you're not against a wall. I've seen those where you're not against a wall.
Where you could just look at each other as you're peeing.
Yeah, I mean, you could watch people wash their hands. There's entertainment. This is where I would watch something, by the way.
Yeah.
But before I go in those bathrooms, I will load up on water.
So you have a better stream.
So I have ammunition.
Powerful stream. Yeah.
Right. I don't want to go in there.
Squeeze.
Because what happens when you get older, you feel like you have to go. And you
All the
don't.
time.
And you don't have to go.
It's all the time too, right?
It's constant.
Yeah.
You don't know what I live with.
Mhm.
Like I am amenable. I'm pretty happy with you folks in this room. You and Donnie. Like I'm a pleasant person, but the whole time I gotta piss.
The whole time.
But I don't have to.
That's
You understand?
No.
I told you it feels like it,
sounds-
but it's not coming out.
That sounds terrifying.
Right. And that's what life is. terrifying and strange and horrific. Just watch a Jordan Peterson speech. You'll see. He just showed it. He just talked about it.
Yeah.
Forget happy. It's terrifying, and you know you're going to die, and everyone around you is going to die.
Yeah.
And that's called motivation speech. I could watch like 40 minutes before you came.
Did you? Is that what you're on right now?
No.
It feels like it.
No, I'm not at all because it's been too long.
Do you like Jordan Peterson?
Yeah, I do. I actually like him.
I thought you were going to think he was like a, what do you call it? A tyrant. Yeah.
No, I mean, here's the thing about these guys that are getting a lot of attention on YouTube. Jordan Peterson, Kierkegaard, Joe Rogan. I pulled Kierkegaard out of my ass, didn't I?
Fucking yeah.
And Soren, by the way. We call him Soren.
Soren.
Kierkegaard. I have no idea. But anyway.
I've never even heard of this.
You never heard of Kierkegaard?
Don't even try to say it again. It's just Kierkegaard.
Well, he rolled off Peterson's tongue.
Well, yeah, he's a fucking intellectual.
Right. So I looked it up because I know who he is. I know the name. I just never had taken the time.
His fucking name is Kierkegaard.
I don't know. It doesn't have
like a deodorant.
He doesn't have an umlaut over the O in Soren. He has a line going through it, like it's a symbol.
Damn, it's communism.
It's very important.
Yeah.
But these people who are on YouTube, like Rogan, Kierkegaard, Peterson, I don't know about the other people, but they all have like this even tone where they're talking, right? So there's no emotion.
Yeah.
They're just talking.
Monotone.
Right. They don't get excited or too. I notice this in a lot of people now who are trying to be intellectuals. Like Rogan doesn't go all over the place. Like he's not jumping all over the place and coming back down. He's just him. Right.
Yeah.
And talking very smooth.
Yeah.
And I think that comes with he's famous. He's an MMA guy. Right.
Yeah.
He's older. He doesn't have to prove himself.
Right.
For me, I got to get elevated. I got to act like this is interesting. I got to. I'm selling the whole time on my podcast. I'm selling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or is it just me?
It's just you, yeah.
Because I try to control.
That's just how you talk.
I can't control the emotions.
You can't control the emotions?
That's why my voice raises and goes down. It goes up and down.
Up and down. Yeah.
My voice is modulating all the time.
Yeah, it's a new word.
Yeah. And I've been playing Scrabble a lot.
That's not a vocabulary game, though.
It isn't?
Not really.
Why not?
I mean, you just got to know how to spell.
No, because you have to know words. You
Not
do
really.
Because when you try to figure out a word that has more points.
You have to know your 4-letter and 5-letter words.
No, I do 7 letters. I'm pretty sure I did refute today, which is 6 letters.
Yeah.
Refute.
Now, what's refute mean?
It's to talk against.
Okay.
Right? But I'm pretty sure that it will increase your intellectual, especially when me and Kelly use the book all the time.
You play chess?
I hate Why is it so interesting to people?
It's not interesting at all. It's just good. It's good to know. You know?
I used to play chess when I was like 10. My father he bought one of those shitty ones first with a folding table, and then both sides would fold up when your pieces were on. They weren't heavy enough.
Yeah.
That's how you know you got it from a dollar store back then, Gold Circle or wherever he bought our stuff.
Right.
Although even back in the day, the shittiest of board games folded flat on the table. Today you buy one and it's made out of nothing and the pieces are hollow and come on,
it
man.
Comes all the way down to fucking
what
board
the
games
fuck?
with you.
You can't make a decent chess set for the kids? I got to weight them down?
It's all online now. People play it on their phones now.
Oh, so they don't want to touch the pieces no more.
Yeah, they don't care.
Well, see, if you just start off online, I think that's probably not you don't have that deep value and the knowledge is limited because there's something about facing somebody with real pieces physically. Why has everything got to be virtual with everyone?
Because we're heading into the virtual world.
Well, that's probably why I don't play chess. Because no one wants to play face to face.
No, you don't play chess for very
I would.
obvious reasons.
Look, if you wanted to play chess, bring it over.
Well,
and while we're watching Donny sit up for an hour,
yeah, okay,
I'll kick your ass.
That's why I'll
king you. I will king you.
Donny will be
you have
criticizing our moves as he's setting up.
Oh,
he will be like, "That's the worst. You just sacrificed your bishop for no reason."
Donny's probably like one of those guys. You see those like 15 people playing chess in the park.
Donnie looks like he's playing chess right now.
Yeah, he's probably Donnie's got 9 things going on, right?
Chess.com, baby.
Right. He's playing Scrabble. He's got his apps. He's watching videos.
And he's recording us.
And we don't know what he's laughing about. Sometimes we think it's us, and he's like, no, he's watching
He's on Reddit.
kitty video.
Yeah.
Kitty. Like a cat.
Okay, Steve.
Okay, just to clarify.
Sorry, Donnie. We don't want to throw you under the bus.
This is not Sean's fucking site where kids are getting hurt site.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
No, I don't like to play any of those games.
Did you play any games growing up?
Parcheesi.
What is Parcheesi again? I forget what Parcheesi is.
I haven't played in so long that I don't know what Parcheesi is.
So you just know the word once again. You can use it as a Scrabble word if you want.
It's too long. And we're limited. I wouldn't waste an S.
You wouldn't waste an S.
S goes at the end always.
Yeah.
No, there's games that I probably know how to play Parcheesi if we start off again. Boggle was another one.
Boggle. I used to
Monopoly,
play
of course.
You used to play 10,000 a lot. 10,000?
Never heard of it.
Just 5 dice and you literally roll to 10,000. First person to get 10,000 points wins.
That's a game.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Did you play jacks?
No.
Pickup sticks? Marbles?
No. My brother had a marble collection though, and I called him a nerd for it. Then he stopped having it.
Because marbles from the old days are worth cash.
Yeah, you used to like collect them, right?
I didn't. But I didn't know about this. Look, here's the thing, right? And I think we talked about this once. Now everything is labeled a collectible, right? Baseball cards, everything is collectible. They number them, they sell them through the Franklin Mint. You know, everything becomes about money. Oh, save it. It's going to be worth something. So they overvalue, overmarket, overprice everything.
Yeah.
Meantime, back in the day, you were handling toys that you bought for pennies, baseball cards that were 0.01 cent. I mean, you could buy 100 baseball cards for a penny, 2 cents, 3 cents, whatever it was back then, with gum in it. Now, those cards, if you would have kept them.
Yeah, they're really expensive.
What I heard was it's got to be prior to like 1980 for something to be worth something in baseball cards, because this is when they got enlightened in the 80s and they started making too many.
Yeah.
So I didn't know my stuff was collectible. I kind
Nobody
of.
does, though. That's the whole thing.
No, nobody knew that.
That's like that show American Pickers, where like they just go to people's garages and people are like, I had no idea.
Nah, see that I don't believe that shit.
What do you mean?
If you live in today's world, you know your stuff is worth something.
How many outtakes do you think they have in those shows? They found like a fucking dead body or some shit, and they were like, "Oh my god, this is a murder investigation."
Well, they're in the Midwest,
so a lot of deleted scenes.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, this is the old mob trail."
You know what I was thinking about? Would be like, I don't know why, but I would watch this forever. I would just keep watching. If they had a whole YouTube channel dedicated to people's submission videos.
Submission.
So like when they submit to like to
pitching, like pitching.
No, like when you're an actor and you're
pitching
and
a
you're
show.
doing audition
Audition
submissions. Yeah, I would love to watch that. Like I would just watch those over and over again, because you know they're like buried on a hard drive somewhere, or there's like old cassette tapes of like Will Ferrell or like some of your top, Colin.
Oh, so you want the top people?
Yeah, well, I'll watch anybody, but if they're bad enough,
why don't we just start a channel and say, please submit to our channel?
Just people. we just make up.
We just make up every week. Looking for someone who can act like a cowboy.
That would be good. I bet you we could.
We put it out there.
Yeah.
We get full rights. We do what they do to us. We make them sign an NDA.
Yeah.
And all their rights in perpetuity away.
Okay.
That's what they do to you.
Yeah.
So Will Ferrell's audition tape, he probably had to sign something.
Yeah.
Saying he has no rights to it.
Yeah, we just got to keep it.
Just like they did to the Beatles.
What?
Yeah. And all the other famous artists that you didn't know about until, they got exposed that they don't own their own albums.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Of course. Now, what? Nobody knew that back in the day. We thought they were rich.
No,
but meantime, they didn't own nothing.
Yeah, they didn't. Michael Jackson bought all the Beatles for a while. Paul McCartney was pretty pissed off about that.
Well, it's who's got the cash.
Huh?
That's all it's about. You want to pay the most? Top dollar, Capitol Records sells it all.
Really?
You want to buy Yellow Submarine?
No. That's like my least favorite Beatles song.
So you still are looking at Donnie constantly.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Is it?
It's fun to look at Donnie.
Approval. Why do you need Donnie's approval all the time?
He's my main guy over there.
The listeners don't know, but for the last 40 podcasts, We've had a different setup.
So you mean as long as we've had Donny on this fucking show?
But you were looking straight ahead at Donny, and now I said, Donny's got to move, man, because you're staring at Donny throughout the podcast all the time, which is so weird.
Why is it weird?
I don't know. Wait till the comments roll in. Then they'll tell you why it's weird. I don't know. I just said enough of that. I have to separate you two.
Okay, so this is the way I treat it. You ever watch like a comedy movie by yourself?
No. See, don't do it.
Well, there we go.
I'm going to
There goes my example.
authenticate your premise by putting me on the hot spot. Of course, I'm going to say no. I'm not going to let you win.
All right, fine. When you watch a comedy movie or something funny, I don't usually laugh by myself, but when I do, I'm like, I start to laugh, and then I look around to see if anybody can acknowledge that it's funny with me.
This sounded like a Captain Morgan commercial for a second. When I
drunk?
watch a comedy special, I don't watch it by myself. I watch it with.
That's Dos Equis.
Okay, whatever. The most interesting podcaster in the world, Mike Stevens.
Yeah. No, but I'll look for somebody to be like, isn't that funny? Yeah. So Donny will be my guy.
Oh, so this is why you're verifying in Donny, by the way, who doesn't fucking laugh at anything. You're asking him if our shit's funny.
But if he laughs at something, I know it's funny.
That means it's twisted. Like we came. His mind is not normal. He's like coming up with laughing about stupid shit.
Donny's a little sick and twisted. That's fine.
Like I'm like listening to him. I go, what the fuck are you talking about, Don? Like right now he's vaping again. And he loves that pen. He loves that pen.
I'm also vaping on air. So it's
you
fun.
are? Okay.
Yeah.
I should start vaping.
You should.
Why should I?
We should make a video of us going back to that vape
I'm
shop.
an unvaper.
We should go
What if
back
I
to
get
the vape
segregated?
shop. You never smoked anyway.
But they're gonna segregate me.
Go get your cigarettes.
Unless I get vape.
Go get your cigarettes.
Unless I vape.
Let's just turn it back into the 50s where everybody's smoking on camera.
We're not letting you in to watch Jim Brewer's comedy show because you don't vape. We need anything with a V now.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Vapor. You're not a vapor. Well, I don't know what the fucking government's gonna mandate next.
We should all vape.
Yeah, they're gonna make me vape.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's something in the juice, and you two know it. I don't know what the fuck's in that juice.
I remember that when COVID first came out, they put out an article saying that
Vaping.
Well, yeah, of course, but they also put out one saying that marijuana could potentially fight COVID, and like a lot of potheads were like, "Yes, fucking."
Well, how much money do you think it
bro.
would take to buy a lobbyist to make him say something like, "If you listen to the Sir Silo podcast, you'll never get COVID," right? And so they mandate that. If we can mandate people to listen to our show and it saves them something, like, yeah, we're protected. We're immune by listening to these two. We don't know what it is.
I feel like we would be sued so quickly.
No, you bite a lobbyist. Let him say it. Let him convince a senator to put it on a bill and they sign it, right? And then we're not part of it. We just bought them. We just paid the money. It's like, hey, I just bought this Pinot or whatever the fuck we're buying. And it blew up. That's Ford's fault, not me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not part of it. I'm just spending money on lobbyists. I don't have enough, obviously, or else this show would be more popular.
Yeah, we need more people. We need more listeners. We've been getting some hits though on our videos.
Look, I don't fucking care if people are now watching this stupid fucking podcast. Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Yes, I do. I care a lot.
You care every week.
I care. I'm sorry.
You stare at
That's
your
what I
phone.
do to my children. I don't fucking care if you come home from college, man. Yes, I do. I do.
Please come home.
My mother used to pull that shit on us. That's it. I'm done with everyone. And she used to blow up Christmas because, I mean, I'm not saying I counted the gifts and my sister's got more gifts than me.
So you caused a little problem.
Maybe.
I thought you didn't like getting gifts.
Back then.
Oh yeah, you did.
No, I really wasn't a gift counter, but I had to say it was me because if I named one of my sisters, that would have been it. You think?
Do you like giving gifts?
Is this another love language fucking thing?
No.
Please don't drag me back into. That's your love language then.
No, maybe.
I told you I'm a gift giver. Didn't I?
No.
I'm always generous, man. The thing is, I don't know who to give the gift to. Like, I got you guys coffee today, right?
That's not a gift.
No, yes, it is. Oh my God. You don't. I don't do that for people. I went in there and I got you cups and I poured the coffee in. I need cream and sugar. Motherfuck.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And then you didn't drink it.
Donnie drank it.
Why yours?
Mine's right there.
Why are you turning your whole body toward him now? I think you're twisting yourself.
I mean, let's just get back to the regular format. We're just recording.
He's uncomfortable with this.
I'm uncomfortable.
It's like stalking.
No, okay, that's fair. Locked in.
You're like the guy that points at people at stores that don't have their masks on. You're like,
oh, do they have those?
oh my God, it's all over the talk.
Have you ever? Okay, so this is the one thing that's blowing my mind. Nobody has ever told me to put my mask on.
They haven't pointed at you?
Not once.
Okay, because here's what you do. Have a shirt prepared. So if someone starts pointing at you,
Just always
I'm
go.
telling you, keep the shirt with you. Because this woman didn't know what to do because this guy's just like this,
Yeah.
right? Pointing at her and he's like, she don't have a mask. So basically I'm thinking if we just sell shirts that say, that guy's pointing at me because I'm cool, and you just put that shirt on and now he's pointing at you.
What kind of fucking 5th grade comeback is this? Dude? Oh, you showed them, Carmen.
It was better in my mind.
Yeah,
It was.
Was it?
Yes.
Keep it in your mind next time.
When I was riding my bike outside thinking about it.
What?
Yeah, I was on my Airdyne, my exercise bike.
So not an actual bike, stationary bike.
It's a stationary bike. And I
Yeah.
had that thought, how would I combat this guy? You can't punch him in the fucking head.
Yeah.
So I got to put a shirt on that says, point at me if you think I'm cool. That's what it is. Point at me if you think I'm cool. So
I've never had somebody be like, that guy.
well, you don't know what's going to happen. This is a whole preparation kit that you buy from my store to prepare you for what the world's throwing at you.
To fight the tyranny.
Right. So if this guy's like accusing you and pointing at you, you have a shirt for it that makes you stand out, and he'll stop pointing, or you're going to look cool.
Yeah.
People are going to be like,
This guy.
but why does this guy think she's cool or he's cool?
Yeah.
Why is he pointing at him? That's one thing
Yeah.
that I've used in my battle against male Karens or whatever you want to call these people.
Male Karens. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, who knows what the world throws at you, and you're not allowed to do anything. Like, you can't push nobody no more. You used to be able to push people out of the way. You know, if someone's standing in front of you, yeah, just push them.
When was that acceptable?
70s.
You just push them out of the way?
If someone's like blocking you and in your face, yeah, you shove them. Now it's called assault. It wasn't assault. It was you're in my fucking space and you're threatening me, especially little guys like me.
Yeah.
If you're real tall and you come up to me and you know my face is in your stomach. You think I'm not going to get I'm supposed to hold that in? Uh-huh.
Pushing
I'm trying to get to school.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Not push you? Of course I couldn't.
Yeah, because it didn't end well.
Big guy.
Yeah.
Fucking big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying I could do these things.
I don't remember anybody pushing people. You know, like, get out of my way.
Are you kidding me? In
That's
school, you never had
acceptable.
that?
I mean, yeah, in school.
Oh my God, constantly.
School's full of fucking psychos, psycho kids, crazy kids.
No. This was necessary. It was someone's blocking your entry, and it was an emergency. You're trying to get to the principal to think on another kid who is standing in your face. There's a series of these kids. They all wore
I got
jean
in trouble.
jackets, and we called them BAs.
Actually, now that I think about it, I did get written up for pushing somebody. That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's normal that if you aggravate someone today, people are pushing this too far where you try to aggravate somebody on purpose. You're in their face, you're in their space, and they can't, and they know you can't do nothing legally.
Right.
Right. Because on the subway, it happens all the time. People are hanging on those things, staring at you like this close to your nose, and they're smiling like this, like psychos.
Yeah.
Like, go to New York. You'll see enough of that crap.
Yeah, I don't like New York. I like New York outside of New York City. It's pretty
New York
nice.
used to be cool. I mean, I was there for a while, and I started, it's not like it's great. It's very busy. It's very expensive.
So many
You
people.
know, I liked meeting all the people. I like the comedy clubs. I like all the stuff, you know, that you can do.
Yeah.
But man, you have got to go through some aggravation to live in a town like that.
Yeah, you gotta really.
You got to be cool being uncomfortable.
You gotta really love your job. You know?
Job.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about living.
What else I mean though?
I mean,
What
there's
else is there to be in New
people
York City for?
party to do comedy.
That's what I mean though. You gotta really love your career. You gotta really love your.
I never called it a job.
Occupation.
What happened to you?
What do you mean? It's a job.
It's not a job.
Comedy?
It's a vocation. Listen to more of
Oh, I'm
Justin.
sorry, you're bringing your Scrabble words.
No.
Are you trying to outscore me in
I'm
Scrabble
trying-
right now?
I'm trying to bring in my guy.
Yeah.
Not Belfort. What's his name? What's the guy I just quoted? I watched for an hour before this whole thing. Justin Peterson.
Jordan Peterson.
Yeah. Peterson knows.
That guy's getting a lot of shit.
Is he?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, look, everybody who
they're
speaks
calling
out.
him like the new Hitler and shit. It's funny.
Him?
Yeah. He's a cute little old man.
Here's the problem. As soon as
Such
you,
a cute guy.
as soon as you want to just make everybody look at someone, you just call Hitler. He's Hitler. He's Hitler.
Oh yeah, of course.
There's one Hitler. He's dead.
Every president
He's not a
since
president.
Hitler has been compared to Hitler in this country.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. I like it. Besides, like maybe
But no comics.
what do you mean?
No comics have been called. That's a fucking comics like Hitler.
No, I never heard of a Hitler comic.
Right.
No.
Why does he always come up? I think we should ban that word, the H
Hitler?
word.
Did you know there's like a
It's a word that everyone uses. It's the ease of the word. To Kierkegaard said, "If once you label me, you
that name,
disregard me."
I can't get past that name. Well, there's a rule out there like eventually all roads lead to Hitler.
Please stop with this. We're not going this. No, you did this last time.
Did I?
Yeah, you talked about this.
That's fair.
Jordan is smart. That's the problem.
Yeah, well,
Smart
that's-
people. Look, there's a whole group of them on my homepage on YouTube.
They're smart.
They're just feeding them to me now. Recommended to you.
oh,
Now I'm
yeah.
getting guys that died already. Like Alan Watts. Is he alive?
I don't know.
It's like, it looks like video from the 70s. I'm like, why am I getting this in my feed? Okay, so it's the same kind of
Yeah.
life philosophy crap. I think as soon as you start, getting older and questioning and you look up stuff and you cry, that's when you start getting fed.
Why are you crying?
I'm saying anybody who's
When's the
like,
last time you cried?
have I cried?
Ever?
I just don't remember water on my face. Like if I cry, it's like my eyes are moist.
It's dry. You're dry
And
crying.
usually I'm happy when I'm crying.
Because you're crying laughing.
Yeah. But like real crying,
Yeah.
like, even when I'm crying, I know I'm crying. So it's not real. It's like, I know I'm crying. Let's ham it up a bit.
Let's drum it up.
Yeah.
Sell it. You're
Like
always selling.
I'm too self-aware.
You're always selling.
Like
yeah.
when I'm crying,
You're
I'm
a
going,
sociopath.
oh, this
You're a
is
little bit. You're a little bit of a sociopath. What emotions? What are feelings?
I'm trying,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to cry. Does that count for something?
No.
It has to.
No, it doesn't.
Like I haven't lost myself in a cry in a while.
We've all had that moment where people are crying like at a funeral, and then you're not crying, and you're like, I feel like I should cry right now. Like, how do I cry?
Look, I cried at my dad's funeral when I was 14, and I've said this later on in life. That was pretty bad. Like I didn't
Yeah, I
like
remember.
that was a cry that I didn't understand. Right?
Somehow we turn that into a funny bit.
It's
but-
funny because what happens is no other funeral.
Yeah.
Like you can't show me a good funeral anymore
Yeah, because
because I've seen the best.
you see the best one. Yeah.
The top funeral for me has already happened in my life.
Yeah.
Usually you don't get that top funeral till later on. I got it early.
Yeah.
So now your funeral, this ain't shit. The guy was, even someone who's 36 and dies,
Yeah.
my dad was 35. How about, see, I can top you.
Yeah.
Top this funeral. I can.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay, they put his toupee on wrong. Try that. My
No,
grandma
really?
picked him out of the casket. Okay, so what do
you
you got?
serious?
Yeah, picked him right out of the fucking casket.
What the
And she was a
fuck?
little Italian woman. She just yanked them out, man. We had
Why
to
did
stop
she
her.
yank her?
I'd say
Why?
we, because I was 14. The bigger Italians stopped her.
Why is she?
Because she was fucking distraught.
And so she yanked him out.
Tried to pull him out of the coffin.
What did she think that would do?
You're going to talk. First of all, still to this day, you can't ask that question. That was almost like if my uncle heard that shit, he'd fucking slap you. He'd be like, what the fuck you talking about? My mother?
I'm sorry.
He was so distraught. You got to understand.
That she tried to pull him out of the thing. Yeah.
What did she think she was going to do? What kind of.
I'm just trying to figure out the logic of it. That's
There's
all.
no logic. Okay, that's a sociopath.
What?
Yeah. Because you don't understand emotion. She was so distraught.
Yeah, but I'm trying to picture what it looked like.
You're
for
like,
her.
do you cry? Huh, little Italian boy? Do you cry?
Yeah.
Well, how about this woman who went beyond crying? You're making fun of her.
I'm not making fun of her.
What'd you think that was gonna do, old lady?
Oh my
Bring her
God,
back
dude,
to
I'm gonna
life?
get death threats from your fucking
What you
cousins
gonna
now.
do? Stand her up?
I'm gonna get poorly written letters in Italian from cousin Frankie now.
Yeah, because they don't know how to use a computer. So they're gonna be cutting letters out of magazines and sending fucking death threats to you because you said to my grandma, who doesn't even live anymore, she's dead too. What you do? Stand up your dead son at the funeral party that you were at? It wasn't a party, Mike.
You called it a party. I didn't call it a party.
It seemed like that's what you thought it was.
I'm trying to figure out what it was.
You were like, oh, we had fun with it. We made jokes about it. Well, yes.
You said it was the top funeral.
Yes, it was.
The best funeral you ever been to.
I didn't say best. I said top. Okay, there's a difference.
No difference.
But I never said Grandma was standing up and thought she was going to reanimate my Frankenstein father. Okay, was that what you meant? Oh, here he comes back to life because the blood maybe has to be.
Oh, she was trying to wake him up.
It was, okay.
So they had to like tackle her and like make sure she didn't.
Well, look, she was little. Just pull her away. It's over.
I can imagine a lot of people just like gasping and being like, "Oh my god!"
Not the Italians. That's like normal behavior. Oh, someone just lifted another body out of the funeral at the Seco's. Like at Mr. DeSico, the funeral guy's like, yeah, we've seen it 100 times.
Yeah, we have him nailed in.
Look at it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he's got like a safety cord. Yeah. He can only go so far.
Oh, it's an Italian funeral?
Tie him down.
Tie him into the.
Why is he tied down to the coffin? These fucking Italian old ladies, they try to pick up their sons.
Oh man, that's fucking wild. I can't imagine that.
No, it was at that time
wild.
It was off the, I guess we would call it off the chain, off the hook. Back then it was just, you didn't understand the pain. People were crying and didn't, I was in it. Yeah. Didn't get it. I remember a closet where I was putting a jacket on. That's all I remember. And the next thing you know, we're at a funeral.
Yeah.
And then my sisters, everyone was young. That's the difference. When you start thinking about these things, like when I was thinking about my wedding, because this is my anniversary yesterday, 29 years, right? What? I got to be out of here tonight.
I know.
I'm supposed to be taking her out to dinner.
This podcast has a time fucking crunch.
Yeah. Well, I've been kind of saying.
Oh, wait, I want to say one thing real quick. We're like about to start the podcast, and Carmen goes, "Oh yeah, by the way, it's my anniversary."
Right, I got to take her to Monday Night Football, so that's what she wants. Okay, that was her gift.
Her gift is Monday Night Football.
Sure, that's what she likes.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a football guy.
She's a football gal.
She wants to watch football, right?
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, she wants to have a beer.
That's fucking.
I'll drink
cool.
Diet Coke.
Damn, your wife is.
She's
the shit.
She really is. So, what was I saying? My 29th.
Yeah, 29th.
But why did I bring it up? I brought it up for a reason.
I don't know.
Because I was talking about something important.
Yeah.
That we are
like
20 married.
You mean something important like your anniversary?
Yes, I had something there.
Did you have something to follow that?
Yeah.
That's more important than your anniversary?
No, I was talking, I was going to say marriage or anniversary. Where the fuck was I? People are going to listen to this and they're trying to yell at the radio. That is it a radio they listen to this? What did I say?
No, I was doing something else.
He's playing fucking chess online. I know it. See, he's not. You're supposed to be paying attention to the podcast.
I was.
But he doesn't. He doesn't.
No.
Oh, it was interesting until you did the funeral bit, and then I started playing my fucking games online.
Yeah. Well, I guess that.
Oh, here it is. Here's okay. Don't lose me on this.
We're back.
29 years. I was starting to think about my wedding and why it was so fun because we had a blast for 10 days. It was a 10-day event party.
Jeez.
Yeah, I stayed at my cousin Frankie's with like 15 guys for a week.
Yeah.
I had gigs every night. I booked all over Cleveland, right? So I'm doing comedy every night. I'm taking this clan of guys everywhere we go. My wife's at her house, has all her girlfriends. Yeah. Everybody came from out of town. The reason was everybody was young.
Yeah.
And very few people were married at that time. So when you go to a wedding and you're not married, it's much more fun versus going to a wedding when everybody's already been married and no one wants to get stupid. Yeah. So that's the thing. That funeral was young people. You don't see a lot of young people at funerals like that unless someone dies young.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Because my mother was only 35 too. I mean, everybody's young. I'm 14. My youngest sister's 4. It's kids.
Yeah.
Kids. She wasn't there. I mean, we didn't bring her. But I don't think we brought the girls, to tell you the truth. I don't remember. Maybe my oldest sister was 12. Maybe she went, but I don't remember.
Wow.
But that's one of the things that you don't realize while you're in the moment. Mm-hmm. Right? we're going for ice cream after the funeral because everybody's
Young.
Right? That's a funeral, man.
I just had a flash image of a bunch of young Italians spilling fucking ice cream on their
Gelato.
gelato on their nice suits.
Yeah, but the funerals that we used to have, and I'm not sure if funerals are still run this way. I went to one in Cleveland in 2011 from Uncle Frank, and he was 75. He was expecting, I'm not expecting, no one wants to die, but he was getting older and expecting. I mean, he had problems with his heart.
It's a circle of life.
But the thing is that they had a bash afterwards. Not a bash, but they had a
party.
As much food at a place where these funeral wakes are at places where everyone originally got married. It's very strange, right? So now we're going back to the catering hall where everyone had a fun time for this.
Yeah.
Now, if the guy's 75, 80, I mean, I'm hoping 85.
Is it wrong
90.
to say I've had a good time at a funeral before?
No, because everyone laughs at the funeral. Everyone's having a good time.
It's weird, right?
Everyone's having I've seen it where it's a little too fun.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And then you're looking at the closest person to the deceased going, are they upset?
Yeah.
If they're not upset, I'm like, why am I upset?
Yeah, exactly.
If they're partying,
let's all party.
let's fucking party.
Yeah. I went to one where like they just like literally rolled up like a bunch of blunts.
Really?
We were all smoking pot, telling stories and shit.
Is this a young person?
No, it was an old guy. But all of his like family was younger.
Ah.
So
And they were
smoking.
accepting the fact that people smoked.
Yeah.
So okay, fine, and that's really it. The
It was
low,
weird as
whatever the
fuck, dude,
lowest
I'm gonna be
common
honest
denominator.
with
Yeah, I mean it is kind of getting high. I would not do that. Was there a body there?
Yeah. It was
Okay,
a wake.
I don't want to be there
And
when
we
I'm
were
stoned.
smoking weed in the back. It was very strange, yeah. Yeah.
I don't need that.
But nobody pulled the carcass out of the
Carcass.
I mean,
That is not used for a human. The
body.
the deceased
the cadaver.
carcass.
Grandpa's carcass right here.
What the fuck? You sound like you're hunting animals. This wasn't a planned thing where we shot it
That's fair.
Terrible accent.
and ate its body
Well,
and then pulled the
I was
carcass
gonna
away.
say something, but never mind.
Well, he did get shot. Yeah.
I was about to say.
So when do you guys want to live stream?
Anytime you're ready, put it on.
Don't even tell us.
I don't know, man. That's one of those things. Funerals, you're supposed to be sad, but see, I've learned that I follow protocol too closely. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, if you're supposed to be sad, I can be sad.
I just can't. I can't imagine you sad. I can imagine you pissed off. I've seen that.
I'm
before.
saying I'll be subdued. I'm not actually sad. I'm subdued. If you need me to be.
What does that even look like? I don't.
It's just me being quiet with my hands like this, folded.
Thoughts and prayers.
No, I won't say. I won't say anything stupid. Like I don't like all the I'm not a hack.
Yeah.
Even in real life. Like I won't go up.
You don't want to be hacky at the funeral.
Oh, so sorry for your loss. I'm coming up with my own unique thing.
What do you say?
I don't even start it off with like that. I'm like, wow, that was horrible. Yeah, and that usually gets me in trouble.
Yeah, of course.
Like at Kelly's birthday last week, because her birthday's close to our anniversary, right?
Did you forget that too?
No, I took her to another place where we were sitting at the bar to watch. We were watching TV, eating. This is what we do. So we're at the bar, and someone else's birthday's happening. So the whole restaurant comes out and claps, and I go, and I'm just joking. I said, "You want me to do that for you?" And she's like, "I would like that." I'm like, "All right."
Oh no, you shouldn't have said shit.
I said to the bartender,
Yeah.
and I guess I didn't say it correctly because I don't like to be a hack. I said it in a way I'm like, how do you tell someone that it's somebody's birthday?
Yeah.
What is the procedure to tell someone
It's
somebody's birthday so we can get those people to clap?
yeah.
And she goes, the procedure? Like, I mean, I was not trying. I don't know. Sometimes I like to come up with my own.
What kind of fucking question?
It was
is that?
weird.
Yeah.
And she's like, the procedures you tell me,
Yeah.
and you just did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is how I am at a funeral.
Yeah.
I can't go, I'm so sorry for your loss. I go, wow. I mean, he was a great guy because that's hacky too. We're going to miss that dude. cheers. You know, something weird will come out of my mouth. And it's constant. This is me constantly. And I put my, instead of me just following protocol, thank you, sir. May I have another? It was great being with you guys today. I'll always say something as we're leaving, like unnecessary. And then it'll make people just look at me like, that guy's weird.
Yeah.
But am I weird or am I just trying to be creative?
I think you're bored and you're just looking for laughs because you don't know what else to do with yourself.
I'm not always looking for laughs.
Yeah, you are.
You
deflect with comedy.
I'm looking for attention.
Oh, my bad.
Because I'll nail it sometimes. I'll nail that goodbye sometimes. And people are like, that guy was awesome.
Oh my
I wish he would stay a little longer. Auf Wiedersehen, right? And I'll come up with some German term or something. He's so worldly.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's being a dickhead right now.
So you think that's being a dickhead?
No, I think you're being
because I don't want to. No.
Yeah.
I just don't want to say everything like at the end of the day, I don't want to say. See, people say that all the time.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. I don't want to be that guy.
Okay. You'll be original, authentic.
No, I just don't want to copy because it's easy.
Yeah.
I don't want to fall into at the end of the day, or we should circle back to this. Now that's telling me you're really not thinking too hard about what we're talking about.
No, I'm thinking. I got in trouble the other day. I was
for being unique.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't being unique, but so I was seating this person at McCurdy's at the comedy club. I was serving that night, and like he literally like picked up like a bunch of matches at the door and was like, "What are these for?" And I was like, "For fire." And I was like, "You use them to light things on fire." And I said it like very sarcastically, and he was like, "Well, fucking duh, bro."
Yeah.
I mean, like, what are they for?
Oh, yeah. You got to be careful.
And I was like, what are they for?
He
like,
meant, you know what he meant?
Yeah. I mean, not really.
You know what he meant?
Not really.
Now do you know what he meant?
Now I know what he meant.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Were these free?
No. He meant like, why do you have matches? It was the dumbest question I've ever heard.
Oh, I gave him more credit than I thought.
Yeah. No, you gave him way too much credit. He's a fucking
Because
moron.
sometimes people will do that instead of saying, can I have this? Or are they free?
He was like, he picked it up. It was like, what is this for? And I was like, they're matches for fire.
Yeah,
and
we like to promote the club.
Well, I had to get to that. He was like, no. All of his friends are laughing, by the way. And he goes, I mean, like, what are they for?
So you embarrassed a big guy.
Yeah.
Bigger than you?
Nah. He's
so smaller than you. You embarrassed this guy.
Yeah.
Right.
He's actually like kind of a mini Carmen, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, you pissed. You have hair?
No.
Okay, so he had no hair. This guy's already had a fucking shit life. And now you're going to make him feel bad in front of his friends.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be serving people.
Yeah. I'm not a good server. I'm gonna be
so you don't like to be a server. You don't even like that term.
No,
you
because I'm not
it's
a
hacky.
servant.
No, because it is hacky. They're calling you.
It's not about hackiness. It's about respect.
Well, in a way, it's just an easy term, right?
Yeah.
That's what this is about. People are using easy language because they can't think of the creative. What would we call Mike who delivers drinks to people? A delivery boy.
That would be so much worse. I'll take servant.
You want to really have a server?
Servant.
But it's server.
Server, yeah.
Right? So you are a server. You're serving these people.
Did I tell you that over my table, though? That was the worst part.
It wasn't your table.
It was my table.
So these people end up.
Yeah, I sat in my section. And I'm like, I'm your server, by the way. And they were like, oh, yeah? Oh, are you? And I was like, yeah.
Oh, so you had an attitude?
I was like, I can bring you some matches if you want.
This guy had an attitude the whole time.
Yeah, because I fucking embarrassed him in front of his friends.
How was he during the show? Did he laugh at the comedians?
Yeah.
So he
loosened up.
It was just you.
Yeah, he didn't like me. He was not a fan of me.
So he's pissed off at you, but he was able to recover and show gratitude toward the comics.
Towards the comics, yeah.
That's a great guy.
What the fuck? No, this guy's a fucking nerd. Couldn't take a simple joke.
That's a hard thing.
He walked right into it.
Yeah, but you angered him.
I did.
And he was able to recover.
Well, he's with his fucking girlfriend.
For the show.
He's with his girlfriend. He's trying to like show face.
That's a community servant, what he did.
What? How do you spin this? I don't get it.
Because there's a community of people called an audience who are trying to enjoy the show. Now, if he was pissy because of you, because he would have just heckled the comic the whole time, he would have ruined the show, and we could have traced it back and reverse engineered, and he could have said, Ask that motherfucker why I'm pissed and pointed at you.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. So this is a great man. This is a man who has.
Am I a little?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a little.
You're mad.
No, I'm not.
The whole
mad.
time
I'm just a bad server. Like I'm not a good employee.
So why? Okay, no, we're not. No, I'm not gonna ask you why.
Because you know why.
No, I know why. You're a bad server. I'm saying so.
Oh, wait, I'm a good server. I'm just a bad employee.
You're a bad server.
I'm a great server.
Because you're in a job that you don't want to be in.
Yeah, I'm a bad employee.
You talk about sociopath again. You're the fucking sociopath. You're just fitting roles all day. Oh, I'm not a server. Yes, I am now.
Yeah, that's fair.
And now you're trying to deny it all.
Yeah.
But you need to come to grips
With what?
with your own shit. You really do. Here's why you're a server, because you didn't look for another job in the 9 months you were off.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you could have, by the way. You could have been like, I should do this other thing, and I should try something new and try to. But now you got yourself in a pinch. 2 weeks ago, you were like, I'm broke. I need money. And now you put yourself back in that fucking hole.
And I want it now. Yeah.
No, well, you could have had it.
I'm a bad employee. I'm a good server.
How are you a bad employee?
Because I genuinely don't care about people.
You show up for work.
I'm never late.
Right? You're never late. You're probably kind to your boss, and
Very nice. Yeah.
okay, that's a good employee.
Yeah, but when it comes to customer support,
Right? So you're a bad server.
really bad.
Not a bad employee.
We'll go back.
It's nothing to do.
Hey, they get those drinks on time. Okay.
Nice that you can admit that you shouldn't be in this job. That's the first step, by the way,
I've
of the 12 steps. That is,
what the fuck? I'm in AA now all of a sudden.
this is the first step, admitting, right, that you should not be in the serving world
Yeah, probably not.
because you have an ego.
Did I ever tell you the time I told an old lady that
Oh my God!
she was
This is why you hate my grandma.
I don't hate your grandma.
Well, you made fun of her.
I just thought I thought it was interesting that she had to pull a body out
You
of
could have said, how does your grandma? How is she able to lift dead weight? That would have been better.
Now I'm impressed by your grandma.
right. She's a deadlifter.
You deadlift.
She deadlifted your father out of a coffin.
She's strong.
Yeah, give her that.
Yeah.
Don't say what kind of fucking psycho mother pulls the dead
Didn't
body.
say that at all.
That's what you said. Typically, that's what I heard.
That's
what my
you took
uncle's
it.
gonna hear.
That's what your uncle's gonna hear.
Yeah, and these people are still around,
Oh,
and they live in a bubble in Cleveland. Like they don't know rules. Like if you stand in front of them and you don't move, they will push you.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not like they follow rules. They just don't. And then when something
Are
happens,
we live streaming this?
and when something,
I feel like I'm just getting berated.
and so when something happens in their community, and the authorities come out,
Yeah.
they're the authorities. You understand?
I'm sorry I talked shit about your grandma.
Okay, so now tell me the story about the old lady that you're gonna berate.
So it was her 75th birthday
Yeah, at the
And-
club.
at the club.
She
yeah.
comes to the club.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a red flag. That's
No, I'm impressed that this
celebrating
woman.
your 75th at a
I can't even
fucking
get off the
comedy
couch
club.
and I'm 57. This woman's out partying.
Yeah, well, she should have stayed home. But they were awful to me. Like they were the rudest.
Wait, they, meaning she
a
or
group of them.
Okay, so there's a group. Of
No,
people.
she didn't identify as they them. Okay, that's what you're. The
Well, you changed.
75-year-old grandma was not non-binary. That's what you're wondering.
Well,
no.
you changed. You went from she to
Well,
they. Now, who's the problem?
She had a whole group. They were all of them were celebrating.
Like a motorcycle gang.
Like 16 of them. All
I'm
separate
on your
checks.
side right now.
All separate checks.
Now I'm on your side.
All separate checks.
I don't think there should be 16 of.
They opened up the night by throwing confetti all over the place that I had to end up cleaning up later. It was like confetti.
Whoa. Can I? Now I'm looking at Donny because when you say cleaning up, here's what I'm envisioning. You pushing the fucking vacuum like you normally do at the end of the night. This wasn't an extra. You're picking every piece up.
No, it was like flat confetti, so it like stuck to the table, and I had to like use my nails to pick it up and like scrape it off the fucking table, and it was all over the fucking place, right?
See, if I would have said that, you would have came back at me with white man problems. This is a rich guy problems.
This is not my side work. Is what the problem
Class
is,
issues.
okay? Hashtag not my side work. But anyway, so I'm cleaning up. So they were very rude to me, right? All separate checks, of course.
Is that rude?
Oh, no. I didn't tell you. They were so fucking rude to me. Like, they were very mean to me. At one point, she took a nickel and she put it on the check and she said, "This is what you're worth." So, yeah. So I looked her right back in her face.
What did you do? You know, I love how the story starts out, and then we get none of the real information.
The real information I'm about to tell you.
Did she ask you what the matches were for? That's what I want to know.
No.
And you went off on her.
But I would have told her.
For fire? That's
No.
why.
That's not what happened.
Did you go, oh, here's a cup. What do I do with this? And you go, you drink it.
Well,
Were you rude to her in some way that she gave you a
I
nickel?
was never rude to her. She was very rude to me until then, and then I was rude to her. Yeah.
See, why didn't you play this right? You got 16 older ladies, right, that are looking for a stud. And maybe they wanted to party with you afterwards in their penthouse over at the Hyatt.
Now I'm pimping myself out. Now I'm getting groped.
This
by
is what happens. What do you think
75-year-olds.
happens in this state? Why do you think people become servers?
Not for that.
They get hit on.
No, not by them. Not by 75-year-olds.
Oh, if they made it rain for you, you wouldn't do a little.
Okay, now you're getting a little crazy.
You wouldn't.
No, yeah, what are they gonna make it rain with?
In
Their
nickels.
AARP fucking discount
Nickels.
codes? No,
Okay, nickels are currency.
that's hailing. You're making a hail.
Okay, so at least you would have had some attention, right? 'Cause
How is this my fault all of a sudden?
I just don't believe that they were rude automatically.
They were very fucking rude.
Why?
I don't know. I'm a young
Did you start
person.
some shit?
Huh? I didn't start shit.
You have red hair.
That's probably the first
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
Maybe her first or third husband or fifth husband, because you said had a red hair and abused her.
That's not my fault.
You should think about other people's perspective about that flaming fucking hair that you have, that maybe it sets people off. It's a trigger.
Yeah, it is for people.
I mean, even the thickness and the way.
I look like most people's third grade bully. I understand that. I'm just saying it's I'm not my problem.
And then and on top of the hair, you grow a beard to show that you have more hair. Did you take off your shirt in front of her?
What kind of a fucking server do you think I am?
Bert Kreischer,
Oh yeah,
the server.
I just start off.
Bert Kreischer,
Woo!
comedian / server. How do you think he got started?
Did not do that.
Right?
He did not take his shirt off.
Well,
at fucking
why did he take it
Applebee's.
off?
I don't know.
Right,
Honestly, I don't know
but
why
that
he
somehow is his trademark.
does it.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
get
You stick to it. If your trademark is
it. So, before we get off topic here, I'm about taking our shirts off for old ladies, which is my next job. Obviously, that's like my next career.
you could have done. That's community service. There's so many assisted living facilities. I wonder if we could.
You're like, we can put it into a fucking business idea.
I wonder if we could book you, and you make more money and be happier, just shirtless at ALFs versus going to fucking serving at a comedy club where you're pissed off that you're not on stage.
I would hate myself.
No, you wouldn't, because
Yes, I
I'll
would.
drive you around in a
What
nice
do you want?
car.
You're my pimp all of a sudden. What the fuck?
Yes.
Why do you have a top hat? and
I'm
a fucking
Dolomite. I
cane?
come out with fucking velvet and a cane,
velour.
and we play 70s Superfly songs in a caddy. I need a reason to buy a 75 caddy.
This is not
A
it.
long
This
ass
is not the
caddy. You
reason.
and Donnie, no shirts, into the
Why is
ALF,
Donnie in the-
because no one else is gonna do it.
Nobody wants to do this. Yeah.
I'm gonna convince you to though.
Oh my god.
I'll wait in the car. I'll be like, just get the money. We got another one to hit. It's not an ALF. It's just a 55 and over.
Oh yeah, you just keep
It's a
downplaying it.
trailer park.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Me and Donnie are crying.
You
at the
guys
end
are
of the
coming
night.
on after the shuffleboard.
Oh my god. How did you turn into Vito? Or all of a sudden,
I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a service because they can't go. I don't think there's any male reviews for like older women.
they have to be doing that. There's got to be some strip joints or some
There's
Chippendale
nothing.
dancers.
There's nothing. This
You've
is
looked
a
it up.
need that.
You've seen this.
No, I'm just saying.
You've had this idea for a while now.
A tall guy like you with red hair, I'm sure that's extra money. You want the black hair guy, Donnie, or you want the red hair? And every time you're like, oh, the red guy, the red hair,
Red hair guy.
the red hair. See, Donnie's in.
If I ever heard that voice saying he sounds exotic, I'm quitting right there. That's when I know I'm gonna get touched. That's when I know I'm gonna get touched.
Don't worry about the touching. We're having.
Yeah, that's my pimp. That's exactly what a pimp says.
Oh, look. First of all, we have a 6-foot rule, and number 2,
6-foot rule.
have you been in an ALF?
No.
No one's getting out of their chair. So you have full control whether you want to go up to someone who looks special or not.
Yeah.
Okay?
Special. What do you mean by that?
It's up to you. You're in charge. That's at least I'm giving you that power.
Why do I feel like all of a sudden we're exploiting both old people and me at the same time?
You're not. It's not. Everyone thinks it's exploitation.
It feels like exploitation.
It's not. When they see the red Cadillac pull up, especially one from their era, 76, Eldorado, I mean, the comfort, and then we're playing like, you dance to like Elvis songs. Viva Las Vegas.
You mean those super danceable songs that used to play? Yeah.
But they don't look for rhythm.
Really? Because they're not going to get any.
They're not going to be rhythm. I know that you can't dance, number one.
Oh, I can dance better than Elvis. I'll tell you that.
Really?
Elvis was trash.
Well,
at
let's
dancing.
prove it over on B Ridge. I'm going to take you to this facility.
This is how it starts, right? Yeah, me.
Yeah, prove it.
Me trying to prove you wrong. Now I'm dancing for old ladies.
All right, we got to wrap
So anyway,
this up
cut
because
to, I told this
oh,
old
yeah,
lady.
something else to say.
I told this old lady that. Did you see?
Oh, he's got more. He's got more.
Did you see the look on his face?
He's got more to the story.
He's got something else to say.
Oh, wait, I mean, how much more
I
could
already
you?
told you the best part.
Okay, well, let's hear it. Why are you? Is that what they call by burying the lead?
Yeah.
Oh, let's fucking hear it.
I said to her, I said, I hope God takes you first.
Oh my God,
That's what-
we didn't need this at the end of the podcast. All right, we got to wrap it up. I got to take my wife to dinner.
Do we have any comments?
No, it's
No, there's
no.
no
Of course, that's the
viewers.
first.
We have 0 people watching
It
this
doesn't
stream.
matter. We have this on video.
It works.
Okay, let's go.
That was weird.